I started racing when I was 7 years old, roughly. I was just sort of riding a little bit of what we call pocket bikes, mini bikes back in the UK, and it came about, my dad has owned a go-kart circuit since he was, since just about the time when I was born, and I started just riding at the circuit, and my dad has always been into motorcycles and stuff like that, so it just progressed from there.
What are you doing when you drag your knee into the corners? How does that work?
I think it's mainly a reference point than anything. When you touch your knee, you know exactly where you are, how far over the bike is, and you see a lot of riders, they sort of adjust their knee, and as they get close to the apex of the corner, they'll bring their knee in a little bit, just to keep bringing the bike further and further, and it's just more than anything a reference point, so you know where exactly you're at. They can expect, particularly in super sport, a lot of good close racing. It's a good show in super sport. Last year there was numerous times when the top 15 was split by just 1 second, so it's definitely a good show, and they also have fun. As long as they're into bikes, they also have fun.
What's it like going that fast with the between you and the
It's something you get used to. You're like, if you're used to it all your life, then it's. When I drive a car at home, say where I live, it's quite skinny country lanes and things like that. So if I get up to 100 miles an hour, I know about it. Because it's pretty empty as well where I am, so it's quite easy to get up to that speed. But you really know about it because the hedges are flying by you. But on the track, the majority are nice and wide, and you've got a good view, so it's something you get used to, and it doesn't seem like you're doing that sort of speed. It just it comes a bit more natural after a while.
How close are the bikes that you ride compared to what someone can go buy
right
out on the dealership?
Well, the bikes that I ride, particularly the Super Sport, as that's a pretty sort of standard base class, is very, very close. You can, all we do is just change little things like the internals in suspension, and then there's a few little tweaks in the engine which are permitted by the rules, and from that you just get the little advantages to come racing. But aside from that, it's really nothing. I think that with a standard bike, just put some decent tyres on it, set up the suspension a little bit, you could get within a couple of seconds of what you could do on the Super Sport bike, which is a credit to the manufacturer, really. So shows they build a good bike straight out of the box.
What's your favourite part of a race weekend?
That's a difficult question. It's all exciting. It's probably standing on the podium, I've got to be honest. Apart from that, it's just working and just trying to do the best job and things like that. So the satisfaction comes from standing on podiums and winning races and things like that.
How different are the tracks here compared to the ones that you race in Europe?
The circuits here in America are quite a lot different. They're majority are tighter, whereas in Europe they're a lot more flowing. In Europe they're a bit safer, which is a big point, which is a big bonus point for the European circuits. But I think there's a lot of fun tracks in America. They're all really up and down. Every circuit's got good character, and the really good ones that you do have, like Miller and Laguna Seca, they are exceptional. They're probably a couple of the best tracks in the world, so that's good.